Thanks very much all for coming. I appreciate you dialing in after a busy day. I know 2 till 3 is not everyone's favourite time slot, but unfortunately I have children to pick up at 3, so this is the time we're rolling with. So today our Tuckshop Network Meeting is going to be about marketing your tuck shop to your school community. I've also got Chrissy in the background who's co-hosting with me today. She's a marketing and comms person with Quast. So if there are any more techie questions, I might throw those over to Chrissy. Please feel free to chip in if you've got any questions or anything to contribute. But before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners and the custodians of the lands across Australia and their connections to land, sea and community. We pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging, and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples today. We recognise that Aboriginal peoples and Torres Strait Islander peoples each have their own unique languages, beliefs, cultural practices, traditions and diversity within each culture. So those of you that haven't come across me before, I'm Natalie Faruja. I'm a project officer at Quast. I've been at Quast for a couple of years now on a part-time basis. I'm usually in the office 1 day a week if I can manage it, and I work from home the rest of the time. I have been a tuck shop convener in 2022 and 23. So for 2 years, I was the convener at my local primary school where my children attend here in north side of Brisbane, which is a medium-sized school, has close to 400 kids now, and a 2-day-a-week tuck shop. So those of you that are conveners, I've been in your shoes. And I have a Master's of Public Health. My main interest is nutrition and in particular childhood nutrition. So that's how I came to Quast. And just a quick overview of our session today. So I will do a little run through of a Quast update, just what we've been up to here at Quast. And then we'll get stuck into what is marketing? Why does it matter? We'll look at some common marketing methods that are available in schools. What to market, and then there should be plenty of time at the end for some questions or ideas of yours to contribute if you'd like to. So over at Quast, it's been an exciting time of year. It's the Recipe of the Year competition. The entries have now closed. So we're in the process now of looking through all of the entries. And when we've chosen the finalists, there'll be a cook-up and there'll be a panel of judges that will do the tasting. And stay tuned for the announcements of the winner of the Recipe of the Year. If you missed the boat and you wanted to enter, we run it every year. So we'll let you know in advance next year. Book Week is coming up in the next couple of weeks. A lot of schools do a special menu at the Tuck Shop. If you would like to, there's a members only resource on our website that's got some lovely ideas about recipes, special menu items, decorations, all to do with the literary theme. So you can jump on the website and have a look at that. Also just wanted to draw your attention to our closed Facebook group, which is called Tuckshop Conversations. So that one's open to conveners only. It's administered by us. So it's just a really nice way for conveners to pick each other's brains, get in touch, ask for advice and help, and also Quast staff can contribute if there's something that we can offer in the way of help for that one. So if you're not already on that Facebook group, you can ask to join if you're a convener. And lastly, we do have a convener course. That's a face-to-face course this time. I'm running that one in the office here in Brisbane on Friday the 30th of August, which is a student-free day. I think there are still some spots available. So if you'd like to come along for that one, jump on the website and you'll be able to register for that. All right, marketing. Why do we market our tuck shop? Obviously, it is to increase or maintain your tuck shop sales. Marketing is the main way to do that. In terms of things like pricing changes, new menu items, phasing out old menu items, people appreciate notice with changes like that in the tuck shop. So to keep the school community informed of planned changes before they happen. So speaking from experience, when I took over the tuck shop, I wanted to phase out the mini pies that were on the menu. So I needed to let people know well in advance. Also, when you're asking for volunteers, you can reach a wider group if you have good marketing channels that you can use, rather than just the parents that you may come across in your day-to-day interactions running the tuck shop. If you are running some special school events or themed menus, like we just mentioned Book Week, and you'd like to attract attention about that, increase sales, and make all your hard work result in a successful event, then your marketing channels are the way to do that. You may need to market something several times and also via several different channels. So don't be afraid to feel like you're repeating yourself. You want to try and maximize the people that hear your message. So how do you get started with marketing your tuck shop? Firstly, you need to develop a plan, a marketing and communications plan. This will include clear goals. So sit down with the P&C or the PNF or the school management to set goals that best capture their priorities, but are also realistic and achievable for you as well. Write some key messages. So these are just simple sentences that will communicate specifically what it is that you're trying to get your audience to understand. So for example, a key message when promoting a menu change might be something like, we offer a nutritious, tasty menu at an affordable price to staff and students. So just something really simple that sums it up like that. Think about your target audience. Who are you trying to reach? Is it students, parents, staff? Because this will have an effect on the kind of media that you use for marketing. Think about what your target audience has as their priorities. Think about their specific ages, their interests, their taste preferences, things like that. If you're targeting staff, you probably need to think about the convenience.
What are your options? Is that your speaker there? I don't know.
Martina, you might just need to mute your microphone. And also think about the methods and channels that you're going to use for your marketing activities. In terms of timing, try not to swamp people with information. If there's a lot going on at the school at the time, and there are multiple emails coming out from the school, consider holding off for a few days if you can with your tuck shop marketing. We'll send it out a little bit later. We've got a new resource on our cost website for members. There's the link to it there. It's a guide to a tuck shop and communications and marketing plan and how to get started with that. So jump onto our website and have a look at that. If you're a member, that can help you to get started. So you may have heard about the 4 Ps of marketing in other situations. These are definitely relevant to tuck shop marketing. It's a well-known approach for laying the foundations for a well thought out marketing strategy. The 4 Ps are there: product, price, place, and promotion. We'll just have a little look at each of those. So starting with product, this is obviously the actual items sold in your tuck shop. Consider what will be popular. Give your items appealing names and package them in appealing ways. Clear packaging works really well, especially if it's fresh and colourful items, like you can see that fruit salad there. Kids eat with their eyes, first of all. If the item is presented in an eye-catching way, they're a lot more likely to buy it. You might like to hold a taste testing morning. So if you have a new menu item that you're wanting to launch, you can publicise a taste testing morning to staff and parents probably. And that can be a great way to generate interest in your menu generally. And you may find that if you have parents come along to that, you might have a few extra volunteers put their hands up as well once they're there at the tuck shop chatting to you. Kids love to be involved and they love to see their ideas being used. So think about holding a competition among the students maybe to suggest a new menu item or to choose a name for a new menu item. So with regards to price, review your pricing before you promote new menu items. We do have a couple of online tools on the cost website where you can do that. You can check that your chosen price will cover your costs while still remaining affordable for your customers. Focus your marketing on meals rather than snacks, because Tuckshop made bulk cooked meals can generally have a higher markup than commercially produced items, which are usually the snacks. If you don't already have meal deals on your menu, meal deals are really marketable because parents love the convenience of a one-click order. The perceived value is higher than when you purchase multiple individual items. So think about adding some meal deals to your menu if you haven't already got them, and market these as a one-click order. So with regards to place refers to the physical tuck shop environment. Its layout, presentation, and appearance. Consider how the bench tops are laid out, any walk-through areas for a self-serve tuck shop, the system for queuing and collecting orders. Make these areas as uncluttered and easy to use as possible. Think about the appearance of the interior of the tuck shop. Include some bright and colourful posters on the walls so students can see them. Think about how staff present themselves as well. This is also important. When you're thinking about the exterior place, think about whether you would like to have a mural, whether that would work on the outside of your tuck shop. You might like to put some branding, like a tuck shop name, and then you can have some menu items that are consistent with this branding or consistent with the name. That can go down quite well with the kids. Consider having a competition, again, among your students to choose the tuck shop name. This gives the students a sense of ownership and pride in their tuck shop, and this makes it more likely that they'll use it. Place includes more than the physical tuck shop building. It also includes the online space. So make your menu eye-catching and easy to read before you add it to the school website. And also make sure all the tuck shop information online is up to date and easy to follow. I'll go into some more detail about menu design and what resources can help you with that in a little while. Okay, so we're up to promotion. So this is a big one. When planning how you'll promote your tuck shop generally or your specific message, consider what will get noticed the most by your target audience. If it's parents who you're targeting, consider the school newsletter if you think your parent body reads the school newsletter. Social media posts, if you think that would be useful. Maybe some posters near pickup areas so parents can read them while they're waiting to pick up their kids. If you're trying to attract the attention of students, such as something like a menu item competition, place posters around the tuck shop queuing areas, or ask for an announcement to be made on assembly. If you're wanting to communicate with staff, for example, if you're launching a staff menu that you'd like to publicise, you could maybe place some notes in their pigeonholes. Theme days are another great promotion tool. They increase interest in the tuck shop, and you can get the students involved, asking for suggestions for menu items that are in the theme. Maybe run a survey, find out what the students would like to see on the theme day menu. Offer them several choices though, rather than an open-ended question like, what would you like to see on the menu? Or you'll be there forever. So prep orientation days will be coming up in term 4 in most schools. These are a really good way to generate interest in the tuck shop amongst new incoming parents. You could consider offering tea, coffee, or biscuits from the tuck shop window if that would work during the morning, if you've got the time. And you may be able to chat to new parents that way and generate their interest in the tuck shop. And they might even volunteer for you when they become school parents. Think about a menu tasting day, like I mentioned before, for students and parents. Great way to promote your tuck shop. If your school has an electronic sign, you can put Tuckshop messages usually onto your electronic sign, something like opening hours or asking for volunteers. And again, laminated posters on fences are sometimes highly visible, and you'll get lots of parents noticing them that way. So back at the start of this presentation, I mentioned establishing a marketing and communications plan with a first step of setting some goals. I just wanted to revisit goal setting. It's important to take the time to establish goals for your tuck shop. So goals give purpose to your marketing efforts, informing the what, how, why, and when. And also they set clear expectations among the community. They foster teamwork, create continuity, and encourage continuous improvement. Got some example goals here. So for example, if the problem that you're wanting to address is that teachers rarely order from the tuck shop, you write out your desired outcome, which is just a simple increased tuck shop menu appeal to school staff, and then your specific goal. So during term 1, develop and disseminate a survey for school staff, asking for feedback on the current menu and request ideas for menu items they would be likely to order. And in the second example there, you can see the problem is that tuck shop sales per student are very low, 80 cents per student. Your desired outcome is that you would like to increase sales per student. That's not your goal though. Your goal is a specific one. So by the end of the year, increase sales per student to at least $1 by introducing a new meal deal on 3 days of the week and use the school Facebook page to advertise. So as you can see, these goals follow the SMART formula for goal setting, which is an acronym. It stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time measured, time frame. So it's specific in that you've said exactly the amount that you're going to increase sales per student to. You've said to $1 at least. You've said the time frame by the end of the year, and this is how you're going to do it. A new meal deal, 3 days of the week, that's a realistic goal and it's manageable. And also you're going to use the school Facebook page to advertise. So you've really broken that goal down into very manageable chunks, and it clearly states what you're trying to achieve. And you can also review it at the end and see whether you got there. So a little bit more information about marketing channels that are available in some schools. You'll know best what you have available to you. Determine what marketing channels you do have access to and what will work best for your tuck shop and also for your target audience. So if your school community use social media, you've got Facebook and Instagram available. If there isn't already a P&C or a P&F Facebook page, you might be able to set one up if you're techie, or maybe ask for some help to set one up. They will probably already be using emails for things like the school newsletter. There may also be a P&C or a P&F newsletter coming out in some schools. You also can sometimes send a direct email out to the whole school community, which is sent via the office. And this is usually if you need to communicate something that's fairly urgent, like if someone calls in sick and you really need assistance in the tuck shop the following day, or if you need to close the tuck shop if you're unwell. These direct emails go straight out to the school community. So that's another option. So in terms of the website, on the school website, ensure the landing page, the tuck shop landing page, is up to date. Make sure it includes your current menu, not one from a couple of years ago. Also put on there instructions on how to order so that parents know what system you're using. If it's an online ordering system, how to actually register for an account, how to place an order. Also any necessary contact details for yourself. So how it's best for parents to contact you if they need to get in touch about tuck shop matters. So don't make this very long, just a short, really succinct rundown of how the tuck shop works, including the menu. Nice, bright, eye-catching menu. If you want to communicate via print media, something like posters around the school that we discussed before. You can also put up some small change menus and maybe some laminated hard copies of the Tuckshop menu and place them around relevant spots in the school grounds. So when it comes to actually designing your menu, if you're like me and you're not quite sure how to present your information in an eye-catching and appealing way, there are a few fantastic online resources that you can now use. So Canva is free. You can actually access Canva Pro for not-for-profits for free as a PNC or a PNF, which is a not-for-profit. So there is a guide there. There's a link to how to apply for that free access to Canva Pro, if you'd like to take note of that. Canva is really good for creating social media posts. Also, you can make a fantastic looking menu or posters, videos, logos. It is quite easy to use. Even I can manage it. So have a look at Canva. If you've designed a really nice menu, use the same layout for your online menu as well as your hard copy menus. So there's also a suite that's put out by Meta, which is the parent company of Facebook and Instagram. It's called the Meta Business Suite. So what you can do with that is you can create and schedule your social media posts ahead of time, or you can schedule them to go out all in one go across a couple of different social media channels. So you can put the same post out on Facebook and Instagram at the same time and schedule it to go at a time when you know that most people are online. So Slack is a marketing channel. It's a messaging app for businesses. It makes it easier to connect everyone to each other and also to the information that they need. So you can set up dedicated channels. For example, you could make a marketing channel or a Tuckshop marketing channel, and you invite people to that channel and everybody can collaborate together and you can share files within that channel. It's just so that you can all work together easily. ChatGPT, you've probably most heard of. It's also free. It's a tool that uses AI, artificial intelligence, to respond to questions or to complete tasks for you that you request of it. It's got a lot of capabilities that are relevant to marketing, but as a starting point, you could try asking it to write a social media post to promote a new menu item and see what it comes up with. If you're happy with what it puts together, then you can publish that. So that's ChatGPT. So earlier I mentioned using theme days or special Tuckshop events as a tool to market your Tuckshop. If you can aim to hold a special event day once a term, ideally it keeps interest high and keeps the school community engaged with the Tuckshop. So determine and plan special promotions throughout the year to align with special theme days or events. There's a Tuckshop events calendar on our website for members, which has all of them listed throughout the year. And you can think about how you're going to decorate the Tuckshop, plan your menu well in advance, get prepared, and then promote the event several times in the lead up. Just got a couple of strategy examples here. So as you can see, they've got one each term. So in term 1, it's going to be a Valentine's theme. So the way you're going to do it will be offering special menu items for students and teachers, for example, heart-shaped muffins and biscuits, and then how you're going to promote it as well in the last column there. So you're going to put posts on Facebook and you're going to place a poster at the front of the Tuckshop to advertise the menu items. In term 2, it's volunteer week. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to organise some special events throughout the week for our volunteers. We may also offer to cater a school event for our volunteers. How we'll promote that is we're going to design a special invitation, probably using Canva, for our volunteers so that they feel appreciated. In term 3, it's book week. So we're going to develop a special menu for the week, centering on a different book theme for each day. You're going to promote this using Facebook posts. You're also going to put an article in the school newsletter. So you can just change this depending on the channels that you've got available to you in your school. Halloween in term 4 is a very popular one. Offer a special meal deal with a monster burger, a mandarin pumpkin, and an orange juice. So there's a Halloween themed menu for you. Again, you're going to promote this using Facebook posts and a poster at the front of the tuck shop. And I would probably put posters around the school as well for a Halloween themed book week. All right. Thank you so much. That's all I wanted to discuss with you. Does anyone have any questions? Anything at all? No? Well, I hope people learned something. I hope there were some good tips on there. This whole presentation has been recorded and we'll upload the recording tomorrow, probably. And also the slides will be there on our website as well, under resources, if you'd like to have another look at the slides that we've gone through with you today for any of the links, for example. But if there's nothing else, I'll leave you to the rest of your afternoon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to say, if anybody has any topics that they would like us to do a network meeting about, please let us know. If there's anything that you'd really like us to go into in some depth with one of these network meetings, then get in touch.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lovely. Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.